Welcome back to Mike's Monsters. Today we're checking out some seriously fun figures thanks to Super7, who recently sent over a package. We've got Wave 1 of the Toho Fun Godzilla line. This line kicked off on Godzilla Day 2024 with the release of an exclusive 70th anniversary Godzilla 1989 figure in a silver colorway, which was only available on Godzilla.com and Super7.com. It sold out almost immediately, if I remember right as well. While I missed out on that one, I'm excited to have the rest of Wave 1. The packaging for the whole line has a consistent design with a slight difference for the minus color variant. It features a window display with a boutique shop or carnival theme, a presentation that is, dare I say it, very fun. Godzilla 89 comes in a dark navy blue color with big yellow eyes, off-white teeth and nails, and 9 gray dorsal plates running down the middle of his back. The spines on the top of his head and down his tail are painted the same color as his navy blue body. I love the little detail of his raised foot like he's about to stomp on something. The figure has a very shiny finish, making it look like a hard plastic, but it's actually a soft yet sturdy material. It's one of those lines that just kind of clicks with you once you have it in your hand. Now, MechaGodzilla 93 isn't my favorite version of the character, but this figure might be my favorite of Wave 1. Despite its stylized design, it packs a ton of detail. The matte silver finish with brushed metal effects and bright yellow eyes gives it an almost video game sprite aesthetic, which I really love. If MechaGodzilla wasn't my favorite, then it would definitely be the -1 Godzilla. He's got a perfect evil little smirk. He looks mean but lovable at the same time. I really appreciate the scar detailing on his face and chest, painted in a lighter brown to separate from the darker body color. His scales and spikes and scars are all present, staying true to his design in the film. The inside of his mouth is painted a deep red, and honestly with this chocolatey colorway, he almost looks like a giant Easter chocolate bar, like those big chocolate bunnies. I really love this little guy. And finally, we have an Amazon exclusive figure that I'm stoked Super7 included in the package, the minus color Godzilla -1. This version features a roaring expression and comes in a black and white color scheme to match the monochrome edition of the film. It's a really fun grayscale variant with the scars painted in a lighter gray than the charcoal toned skin. It pairs perfectly with the standard color version of -1. Again, this is a Amazon exclusive, and I'll have a link to it in the description below. As mentioned earlier, the minus color packaging has a slight difference. It matches the grayscale color scheme of the figure, so it is a black and white box. The fun figures are made of 2 pieces of a very nice vinyl material. Thanks to this 2-piece design, they have some articulation, allowing the head to rotate a full 360 degrees and look in many different directions. Super7's Fun line is all about capturing the nostalgia of vintage Japanese vinyl toys while giving them a modern, playful twist. These figures stand around 5 inches tall, with MechaGodzilla standing a little taller than 5 inches. These soft vinyl figures are also hand-painted. Their squashed and inflated designs make them incredibly charming, and the bright, boutique-style window boxes add an extra layer of fun to the presentation. Knowing the inspiration behind these figures, I really think Super7 nailed it. Like I mentioned earlier, these are the kind of figures that just make sense once you have them in hand. I'll be honest, I was a little unsure about this line when they were first revealed. I thought they were cute, but I assumed they were made of a much harder plastic based on how shiny they looked in photos. I wasn't sure about the scale or what the overall vibe was, and was it some kind of Funko Pop thing? I really didn't know, and we've seen plenty of imitators of that already. But the moment I got these in hand, it immediately clicked. They really are just fun toys inspired by Japanese vinyl figures, and you can tell that's exactly what Super7 was going for. I'm definitely all in on this line, and I'm really excited for what's coming next. And speaking of next, at Toy Fair 2025 this past weekend, Super7 revealed Destoroyah, Burning Godzilla 95, and GMK as upcoming additions to the Fun lineup. On top of that, they're expanding the Fun line with even more licenses, including Peanuts and Sesame Street, which I can see fans of those franchises really enjoying. Let's see how these stack up against other figures in my collection. First up is the Walmart exclusive Funko Pop, the Jumbo Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Kong, and the City Lights color variant. Next, we have a standard-sized Funko Pop featuring the newer Godzilla 1984. For another Funko entry, here's a Sleeping Godzilla Evolved, which is a much smaller figure. Personally, I feel like these Fun figures have a lot more personality than a Funko Pop has by a long shot, but that's just my opinion. Following that, we have another Godzilla Evolved with the Ban Presto Bandai Spirits Enshrined Monsters Godzilla X Kong Godzilla Evolved figure. These names are mouthfuls. Next up from the same Enshrined Monsters line is Godzilla -1. And here is the X Plus Defo Rio Gamera 1995. And honestly, I'd love to see Super7 tackle some Gamera figures in some way at some point. Give me some reaction Gamera, please. Now we've got a MechaGodzilla from the Bandai Tokyo vinyl line. After that, here's the Attack Peter Godzilla statue from Mondo. Next up is a CCP Cherry Pink MechaGodzilla figure, which is a limited Godzilla store exclusive. Moving on, here is the SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2002 from Godzilla against MechaGodzilla. This one is Godzilla 1989 from Super7's Super Kaiju line, which you can now find on shelves at Target. And finally, we have the new Super7 Reaction Godzilla -1, which recently just released. These little guys fit right in on my shelves, and I'm stoked to have them in my collection. While I absolutely love super accurate, highly detailed figures, I also have a soft spot for fun, stylized pieces, and the Fun line checks that box perfectly. I really appreciate that Super7 isn't locked into just one style of figure. They're always open to experimenting with new and unique lines like this. Like I mentioned earlier, this wasn't a line that I was totally sure about at first, but now I'm all in. They're a really fun line, and I can't wait to see what's coming next. How many times have I said fun in this one video? Let's wrap up this video with some toy photography of these figures. I put together a destroyed city scene using buildings by iPop Designs set up in front of my TV with a cloudy blue sky as a backdrop. To add some extra atmosphere, I used my Ulanzi Film Fog Ace for some mist and dialed in the lighting just right with some lights by Newer. Each figure gets a moment to shine with its own color scheme, and of course, the minus color version gets a black and white shot to match its own aesthetic. And to close it out, we've got a group shot of all 4 figures from Wave 1 of the new Fun line by Super7. If you're looking to pick up some, I've got my Super7 affiliate links in the description below. Using those links helps support the channel, as I get a small commission with each purchase, but really no pressure. You can grab these wherever your favorite Super7 items are sold. I'll also have a direct link to the Amazon exclusive Godzilla Minus Color in the description below as well. Thank you again to Super7 for sending these figures my way and making this video possible. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and share it with a friend who'd love some fun Godzilla toys. Let me know in the comments, are you picking up anything from this line? Do you already have them? And what are some other characters you want to see get the fun treatment? Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with all of my latest videos. I've got a bunch of toy reviews dropping in the coming weeks that you don't want to miss. You can also keep in touch by following me on social media. All my links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching Mike's Monsters. I really appreciate having you here, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.